I've used food banks a lot. I got Christmas dinner, dropped it in my house because I couldn't afford Christmas dinner. And it was quite horrible to realise that actually that was me. I was that person that was in need.
If you look at teachers' Facebook groups or teachers' message boards on the internet, they're some of the most depressing places in the world, and you can see the lack of morale and the utter crushing feeling that I think a generation of teachers are feeling.
There's definitely times when I'm getting to the end of the month and needing to borrow from my family, and I think it is that fear as well. That situation is just going to get worse.
I've obviously been a lot more stressed managing money and thinking about money all the time, even when I'm in bed, because it's a constant worry. Not month to month, not paycheck to paycheck, it's day to day.
When I went into teaching, I had my daughter when I was 18. I then did my degree and I did my teaching qualification, kind of believing that I was putting in that hard work for her and that I would be able to give her, a good life. And now to be 30 and find my financial situation getting worse rather than better, and seeing the impact that that has on my children as well, is really disheartening.
Our mortgage going up £100 a month meant that I had to go find another job. Now I'm tending bar and I'm working as a barman. I am a beekeeper as well. I sell honey and I sell bees, but again, it's just like a way of sort of bringing in a bit more money. I don't know when my next day off is going to be, because I'll be working Saturday and Sunday, then I'm back in school on Monday, and I can only imagine my own next time off will probably be at the end of next week, I believe, and it's half term.
The 5% pay increase that's the current offer from the government, there's a few problems with it. We're already in a situation where over the last 12 years, teachers have faced a real terms pay cut of 20%. What is inflation at now? 12%? So 5% on top of the pay cut we've already had is just nowhere near what it should be. On top of that, that 5% offer is supposed to be funded by schools. School budgets can't accommodate that. The government needs to fund the pay increase, and the pay increase needs to enable teachers to be able to stay in the profession and afford to, heat their houses and feed their families and travel to work. These are basic things.
The cost of living is increasing so much that it's actually more financially viable for me as a single mum of 3 to stay at home, when actually I don't want to do that. I want to be in schools making a difference. I think it really hit home the other day because it was just going for a shop. We've just got to buy exactly what we need and we need to leave because we can't afford anything else.
And I'm not in it for like a massive pay rise, but I just want to be able to get by.
There aren't enough teachers coming into the profession and there are already too many leaving. And as that situation gets worse and worse, I think eventually we'll get to the point where we have to teach lessons online again because there isn't a safe number of staff left to bring all of the students in at the same time.
I just hope the public understand that teachers aren't doing this because they're greedy. It's literally because teachers are at a breaking point and they can't afford to live and they can't afford to pay their bills.
I got into education to help young people, but I feel like I can't do that anymore because I can't even help myself.
One of the arguments that people will make against teachers striking is that, kids have already had too much time away from school and that kind of thing. And the thing is that however many days of strike there ends up being is going to have so much less of an impact on those kids than what will happen if teachers are forced out of the profession.
Wow! 2 seconds.